Hello everyone and welcome to a mod feature here on the Bluebelly Gaming channel. We are going to take a look at a truck from OK Mods. It is the International Harvester IH Transtar Grain Tandem, coming in at a very affordable price of $10,000. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it up here. There are not engine options or options for a tarp or anything like that, but 400 horsepower I think you'll find is plenty, and a 30,000 capacity is fantastic for the kind of playthroughs that I think most people are going to be doing with a truck like this. Now, I love that the modders have added in all these different color schemes. You could go with the plain white, but you can certainly add in, go with whatever tickles your fancy. I kind of like this dark red myself. And then we have the same colors for the back. So if you want to make it look like a metal or painted metal, you could be wild and wild and crazy and go green and yellow. That's not really my kind of thing. I really like this dark blue. I use it on a lot of my equipment. But for this one, I was thinking I might go with something a little more muted, a little more uh, realistic. This kind of, you can get the IH red somewhere here, which is a little bit too bright for my taste. And I think that, the modders got it right. But for my taste, I'll go with this red. And look at this price, $10,000. You just can't beat it. So if you're just getting started off on a start from scratch or something like that, and you want to lease it for 500 bucks or go ahead and buy it for 10 grand, this truck will pay for itself several times over. So we're going to go ahead and buy it and check it out here in the game. So we've got a worker getting us some barley here that we're going to load into the truck. Now, before I hop into the cab, I wanted to show you, look at this wood grain in here. You can get all the way in there. You can tell the detailing here around. We've got some IH mud flaps, which are fantastic. You can see the texturing underneath here. It's not all the same. It's got drivetrain and all of the details that you would want from a model. It's just so well done. And then if we want to hop in the truck, you can see it's very much a vintage setup. My elbows are scratchy just looking at this texturing on the sides here. It's really a fantastic design. They've got the CB there, so you can call ahead and check on where you're at. So we'll go ahead and drive up there to where the harvester is getting some barley. You can see I'm cooking along here at a pretty decent rate. Oops. We're moving pretty fast, 47 uphill. I think that's where it caps off. But I'll tell you that 400 horsepower has no problems with this terrain. You've got the tandem axle on the back, of course, which is fantastic for making sure that you can get the work done. Once the harvester gets going down along here, I'll show you that the truck does fine out here in the field. I know this is a relatively flat field, but still. We'll see if I can set the pace here and get the grain to fill up just so you can see how it works. There we go, we're getting our grain. It looks a little bit out of place next to this brand spanking new combine, but that's just my choice. I wanted a piece of equipment that would give us a lot of grain in a few minutes while I was buying the truck. So as you can see, we're filling up here rather quickly. It's got a really nice animation. You can tell there's been some care in every little detail on this truck. which is what I like about it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna fill it all the way. I think you can see how this is gonna work, and we'll run this down to the restaurant and see what kind of money we can get for it, just so you can get a sense of how the truck operates in other contexts. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute and let you listen to the sound. So I'm not really one to weigh in on which sound file was used or any of that. I'm not entirely sure how they set that up, but I think it sounds good. I think it sounds appropriate for the vehicle, and I really like this truck already. I mean, I just got it, and I'm really enjoying. You know, it doesn't tip. It's got this. I mean, I'm sorry, it does tip, but it's got this little door in the back, so you don't have to worry about switching sides for overloading or anything like that. There we go, 7,000. We almost paid for the truck already. Um, it's really nice because it's got this 30,000 capacity, but it doesn't require any extra attachments. You know, it's not like hauling a big 18 wheeler. It's easy to drive, and I think this is going to be a really nice addition to a lot of people's farms. So we want to say a special thanks to OK Mods for making this. For those of us that like the older playthroughs, it's a really nice truck. And if you end up going to check it out, tell the group that Bluebelly Gaming sent you, and I'd love it if you'd let them know. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you are looking for more mods and more playthroughs, especially with vintage equipment, I'd love it if you'd drop a subscription on the channel. Thank you so much. Bye for now.